when we leave this earth, and who knows what happens, right? Let's say when you're gone, like, you don't keep anything. What's one memory you would keep?
One I'd take with me. What memory? Man, I had one when I was like, I was a teenager of some kind or a preteen, and I had this little skate ramp. I used to set it up I lived on a cul-de-sac, so I'd set it up in the street. I was just skating one day. I think it was like after school, and it was just a beautiful day. And I got tired of skating, I guess, for a while. And so I laid on this flat part of the ramp, and I remember just looking up into the trees in the sky, like above me, like, and just kind of freely thinking. And there was like nice like spring breeze, and I just felt so at home and safe and whole.
I love it.
That's one of them. Yeah.
Beautiful. Welcome back. Welcome home. You Are Here podcast episode 242. We're back, baby, and it's a virtual one because who knows what happened last week, but Mikey got sick. And I think we actually stopped early last podcast, right?
We did.
Well, that was a bad idea because I got Dave sick, and I literally stayed in bed for a week, just dying. And you got COVID, but I didn't. I don't know how that happens, right? It's a myth. Shout out to the realest partner of the You Are Here podcast, Anytown Actors Lab. If you're looking to learn how to act, if you're at any level, I'm going to be real. It's the best acting teaching you're going to get in the world right now. Boom, I said it. Go on anytownactorslab.com and check out the website. They got a free online consultation. And they got classes that are filling up. I don't even know if there's spots right now, but they're filling up. And Adam Louder is the man. He knows what he's doing. He's been through it. He's experienced. Also check out the TikTok bonus content where they're teaching you for free. Ain't nothing better than it. AnytownActorsLab.com. Boom. Also shout out to the Patreons. Patreon.com/YouAreHerePodcast. It's the best way to support us. If you rock with what we do, throw us a bone, buy us a coffee. We love you. Thank you. And also, we're live on Twitch, twitch.tv/YouAreHerePodcast. We go live, we play games, we react, we talk. It's us after the podcast, It's a good time. If you want to chill, grab some food, if you're bored, come hop in, hang out with us. Twitch.tv/YouAreHerePodcast. I think that was the best intro I've ever done.
It was so smooth.
It was very smooth.
Yeah, man.
But dude, I'm sorry to you for getting you sick.
It's okay.
I don't know.
I don't blame you. I brought myself to the house.
True. You did stick around a long time.
And I did.
We held hands. So this past week, dude.
Yeah.
You know what, dude? Being super sick alone is the worst. Is honestly the worst thing in the world.
Dude, I hate that.
It's not fun at all, man.
I hate to hear you say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can offer all day. Like, hey, food, you want?
And you know what? But you know what it is, dude. Let me be real, dude. So I was literally not sleeping the right hours because I would just not be able to go to bed because I'm just sneezing and coughing and congested to hell. And I'd be like waking up at like 11 and then like I get up, I take medicine, I drink some tea, I make a little concoction, I make soup so I can eat it later. I go back to bed, I get up again at like 5, do the same thing. I'm just cycling medicine and food. Like that's what life is at that point. For like 6 days, I was like, dude, I have to go outside. I went out for like a walk one day because it was just too much. But you know what it does being alone? Like, because I'm laying in bed. I have all this time. I'm just thinking about bullshit. And I'm like watching YouTube videos because I'm dumb. And I'm like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to have to watch anything, but I'm still watching stuff. And like, I'm laying in bed. I don't want to lay in bed. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to rest. Like, it's too much. You know what I mean? For a week, it's too much. And then I start thinking, I'm like, oh man, like, imagine I had someone just taking care of me or something. That sounds so nice. Remember being a kid and mom taking care of me? Like, it was great,
Oh
man.
yeah.
It was
You have
great.
memories like that of mom taking care of you, dad taking care of
It'd
you?
be like it'd be kind of like tough love taking care. Because they'd be like, get in bed, like, get off the computer. 'Cause I would never want to just lay in bed.
Yeah.
But they always took care of me, and
Yeah.
cooked food and gave me medicine. And
What was the things you wanted to do when you were sick?
what do you mean? Oh, just like something. I don't.
when
You know
you-
what? But I'm gonna be real. Some friends brought food and like a little like healthcare package
Cool.
to me, which was great.
That's nice.
But you know what is funny is like, I'm like, I'm being this like just dark, lonely soul in this house,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm also like some people are like my friend was reaching out to me like, oh, we'll get you some stuff. Like deep down I'm just like, I don't want anyone. Like, just don't come, no one. Like, I don't care. Like, and it's so funny because they just ended up just dropping it off and not telling me. You know. But like, I don't know why. Like that being in that state makes me be like, oh, just like let me be this like gremlin in the fucking corner of Earth, where no one can see me. Just
You don't
like
feel well.
withering away.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
I wonder what that is.
It's really
I wonder
funny.
why you feel that way. I can like somewhat relate, but like, why do you think you feel that way?
I feel like it's almost like a spite, It's like spite the world. Like there's no one here.
No one understands this pain.
Oh, you're offering? Well, don't take it.
I'm just a gremlin.
Basically.
Dang.
I should have. What my problem is? Like in my room, I have like 3 windows, but like if I open them, like everyone can see me, like in my bed.
Yeah.
So like I really don't like opening them, but I feel like I should just get sunlight. You know what I mean, or something.
Oh, for sure. Well, how do you feel
dude,
now?
it was like 100-something degrees. I would open it. I gotta get outside. I open the door and I just melt, and I'm like, well,
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
going
too hot.
outside.
It was too hot.
Yeah, but now I'm chilling. I'm good now. I went back
I'll
to the
never
gym.
understand when yeah, you went back.
Yeah, I went today.
Nice.
And I felt good,
Yeah.
except for running, dude.
Oof.
Dude, the running, I couldn't do my usual thing.
Dude, I hate that so much. That's the problem of being sick.
I think it's literally
Because I
because
feel like I get on that, like,
yeah,
you get your routine and you build up that stamina and you feel good and you're getting better and better and better and better. Boom, you get hit with a cold or COVID or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you go back to the gym and it's like you never ran all year.
That has to do with like your lungs, right? Like the shit in your fucking lungs or something.
It has to.
Like the congestion and like I feel like I can't breathe fully,
Yeah, I hear you. I'm such an idiot. I ran the sidewalk today. I still have COVID and like I was walking the dog. And I just took off. I put my app on too. I was like, "Hey, you motherfucker!" And I threw my little app on. Just started hitting a jog.
That's not good, dude.
Because I wanted
That's
to keep
not
my
good.
streak going. I wanted my like
Yeah.
7-week streak to keep going.
Oh, do you look at like the app? It shows like every every day.
I track it when I run outside. I track it.
Yeah.
Have they figured out how to track it when you're inside?
What do you mean?
Like on a treadmill? They don't. You can't.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it won't be the same. But yeah, bro, I feel you. I'll never understand people who say I love the summer more than like fall or spring.
It's
To
disgusting.
me, if we want to go into a competition about what season is this is a
Fall.
good topic. What season is
Fall.
the best season and why?
fall,
Yeah, right answer. Right answer.
barely
Every
any,
time.
no allergies. You have some people have allergies, but if you have allergies in the fall, you're weak. But spring is like it's cool, but allergies.
Yeah.
Fall, dude, I'm gonna die with a hoodie on. You know?
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
I'm gonna die and just be like just so comfy, like dead.
Yeah,
With a
dude.
hoodie on.
It's the best.
It's the best, dude. Just
You have
layering
pumpkin
up.
season. You got all the latte flavors out.
Dude,
You
have
got
you had a pumpkin thing yet?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
Lauren
I'm gonna
works
be,
in a
I'm gonna
cafe.
be Oh yeah, I forgot. Damn it, I can't say that anymore. It's sad.
It's okay.
But I might be starting my own
Yeah.
mini
We'll be on the lookout.
pop-ups.
Do a fall pop up. But I mean, bottom line, I think when people say summer is the best season, you're off your fucking rocker.
I try to, because you know what summer means. You know what, if summer is your season, that means you're a little bit. You get gully. You know, you go out, you party.
So true.
You for sure have a shirt unbuttoned.
you get gully, dude.
And let's be real. We don't do that.
If your favorite holiday or season is summer,
like going out and partying,
bro, you
go to Miami.
Cheated on your partner before. You've definitely.
I was waiting for us to cross the line of being.
No, I mean we have to talk about it.
You for sure are saying you're going to the gym.
Your Snapchat is definitely.
You definitely have Snapchat on your phone, and you're probably 38.
Yep.
And you're cheating on your wife.
For sure.
Yes.
Why would you want to sweat and burn and get sand everywhere for a whole season?
I'll be honest, man. I told myself I was going to do it. I was going to be that guy this year. Did I go to one beach? No.
Bro.
Never.
No.
Do I regret it? Not really.
It's just not my thing, man. And it never will be. I'll probably die in the summer, bro. That's how much I don't like the summer.
Do you like lakes?
Love lakes.
A lake's cool.
But not in the summer.
No?
No, let's hit it in the spring. Let's hit it in the fall. Let's hit it when there's some foliage. I don't want to hit it in the middle of summer.
Yo, but the water feels so good though sometimes.
Yeah, and even in the water, you're burning your skin.
Oh.
You know it. You get out, you're back on the deck or on the boat.
You don't sunscreen? And you're like,
ooh. Oh no, that might burn. And they're trying to reapply. None of it's sticking because you're wet still. You look terrible. You do look good with a tan. Like everyone looks better with a tan.
I wish I had a little tan. You know.
Yeah.
Because
I had a pretty decent one.
The whole summer I went on the roof for work for like 2 days, and I took my shirt off, and I became a lobster. And that was the only tan I got all summer. That's
you got third-degree burn,
dude. Yeah,
that was bad. That was
like chemical burns.
Yeah, bro, you can't do that.
No, fall for sure, dude. I'll say it, dude. I went to Starbucks.
Yeah,
I did it, bro. And I quit the cafes, and now your boy's at Starbucks. And I'll be 100% pumpkin cream cold brew. Say it with me.
I'm gonna look at a picture.
Cream cold brew.
I'm gonna order one right now.
I'm 100% just swiping the idea of any flavored cream on top of a latte. Dude, I'm swiping that once I start a cafe. Dude, 100%. It is so good. I don't care. Oh my goodness, dude. And then you mix it all in. Oh my god. It's just disgusting, man. It's messed up. I honestly was like, I was waiting in the line with my friend. I was like, yeah, pumpkin. Like, I'm not gonna get no pumpkin. Like, I ain't doing that shit. And your boy ordered. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna get it.
You gotta give in.
And
whoever says they don't like it, you're fronting. You were trying to look a way that you're not.
Yeah, you're not.
You're like afraid to be yourself.
You're just simply not.
Dude, you like pumpkin stuff. We all do.
Yeah.
It's so pleasant.
It is, man. Dude, I'm making a pumpkin cheesecake this fall. Man, you know I'm the cheesecake kid.
No, you're a good baker. I had this thing at work talking about you with baking and cooking. I would say you're a better cook than a baker, and you're a great baker. What would you say?
You know, I've had more experience of cooking.
And that's what I said. And I think you've only fed that person dessert. And I'm like, no. You've never had food that he's cooked.
Yo, true. The food, what can I say? I mean, I'm well-rounded. I want to get better at baking, though. I want to do dude, I'm telling you, I'm being real about this pop-up cafe. I'm getting the machine this week, and I've been writing down ideas.
Yes, dude.
For drinks and desserts and all this shit.
Davy foam latte?
Davy's cream.
No. Oh no.
Davy's foam. The Davy's bubble bath.
That's bad too.
Oh,
damn. I didn't think about it. I just fired off the hip.
Damn it! I
That
gotta
didn't
erase
sound
that
good.
one.
That's not very marketable.
But I wanna. I want to. One thing I want to give a try is like doing this cafe kind of thing because I feel like that will help me with. I've always wanted to do like cooking kind of videos and content, like this kind of thing too. So I feel
Hmm.
like this would be like a cool mix, like having this little cafe thing, plus like coming up with recipes and making things like, I don't
Yeah,
know, make it my twist. You know what I mean?
I love that. I love
Throw
that.
on a little vinyl, like, I don't know. There's this one dude that's on TikTok right now that is like blown up already that does exactly what I want to do, of course, because it's always like that.
Yeah.
But like it's just like he starts it off, he puts on a vinyl, he dances a little bit, he starts cooking. And that's
Hmm.
what's better than that? Really? Nothing.
Nothing.
There's nothing better.
Nothing.
But I want to get better. Cuz dude, you know what? Cooking and baking is just like the arts, bro. It's
Yeah, it
just
is. It
like
is
it.
not.
It's you know what? There's kind of like it's maybe easier, cuz
Hmm.
you can follow recipes, you can follow directions, right? You
Hmm.
can always do that. And then, I feel like if someone's more experienced, like if you have two people, but one's a little more like creative, they'll have a better thing,
Hmm.
which is
Hmm.
cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of someone that's like meticulous, like
Yep.
scientifically making this thing,
Yep. Yep.
So I love that part of it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's cool.
Another form of expression.
100%. But
Yeah.
what's better than dude? What's better than when I made you a little steak, dude?
Oh, bro.
Come on,
In like 15 minutes too.
it's great.
Oh
I love
God.
it, dude. It's one of my love languages. Food.
Honestly, man, I'm not kidding. Like one of the best steaks I've ever had. That's ever.
You heard it here first. Thank you, dude. I
That was a
appreciate
New
that.
York strip.
Yeah,
What do you think? Oh, let's talk about food a little bit. What do you
I
think's the
like that,
best cut? What's the best cut of steak? What's the best cut you can possibly get? Like that you would, because you've had the wagyu, you've had you
dude.
dab.
I gotta be 100
Keep it
p. I
real.
gotta be
Hey,
a.
hey,
a
your word is all you got right now. People want to trust your word, man. That's all you got. So keep it real.
I think the world's ending right now. I gotta be 100 p, dude. And the kids say that now. The kids say that.
You're canceled.
I gotta be 100 p. All right. Wagyu. I've had the A5. I'm gonna be 100 p.
Oh man.
It's almost like a different breed of just meat.
Like how?
I
How?
don't, because think about it. Wagyu is what? It's all about the fat, the
Mm-hmm.
marbling.
Mm-hmm.
Marbling, it's the fat in between the meat. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like
Right.
a web, dude. But this web is so dense that you can't see in between the holes. You know what I mean?
Right.
And look, fat is great, but you can't enjoy like a Wagyu steak the same way you enjoy like a strip or like a nice just ribeye. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's something just different.
Right.
It's just there's a difference between meat, you know what I mean? Like the content instead of
Yeah.
like fat. Like having I don't know, I think with Wagyu, dude, I was a little bit disappointed. Just a
You
little
were.
bit. I think
You were
so.
let down.
Because look, it
Dang.
tastes amazing. The flavor
It
is
costs
great.
so much. It's so
It
expensive.
melts. It melts.
It must.
But look, it's just fat. And you can only eat like 2 pieces of it. Like
I don't understand.
and it's not that big. I literally felt like engorged, like I was gonna throw up
From
from
two
eating it.
pieces?
Yeah, like I couldn't eat more than that. Dude,
You're
like
talking about slices?
we had leftover between like 6 people,
That doesn't make any sense.
right? Like
That
I
doesn't
wouldn't have
make any
leftover
sense.
steak from like if I had a nice ribeye.
Oh
Now,
no.
the one thing I want to try though, I think is like dry aged steaks.
Oh yeah, bro.
I want to get into that because I haven't done that at
Me
all.
too. Me too. Me
Like a
too.
dry aged rib, like oh, dude.
Like a 90-day
There's
ribeye.
nothing better. Honestly, there's nothing better than like a
Dude,
rib.
I
A
there's
ribeye.
something in me. I just
I don't think
love
there's anything better.
steak.
Like when you get the round, on a ribeye, There's just something different.
I know, bro.
It's
I
like
know.
it just makes me feel American. It makes me
I know.
feel
That's what it is.
makes me
It's in
feel
my
whole,
blood. It's just in my blood. I
like
feel better when I eat it.
satiated.
Yeah, my brain. I feel like my brain activates. Like I could
Yeah,
feel the healthy fat content just
yeah.
reaching the neurons in my brain. They're just firing a little quicker.
Oh, I love it.
You know?
Could you do like a carnivore diet,
No,
like steak every day?
I could eat if it was a meal, like a dinner.
I don't
Yes,
know,
like
man.
steak. But then you'd be sick. I'd just get sick of
I
it.
don't think I could.
There was a dude I saw a video on because I'm doing the same thing you're doing, just sitting in bed watching videos while I'm sick. And
The
I
worst thing.
somehow came across this guy in the train station. He's like, you don't have to, go get bad food. Like if you're stuck at a delay or something, he's in like Penn Station. And he brought it. He's like, bring your Tupperware, and this way you can have your meatballs and your butter. And he brought a stick of butter. This grown man in a suit is eating a stick of butter with a Tupperware full of meatballs in front of everybody,
Cold.
with no shame. A stick of butter.
Oh, stick of butter?
A
Wait,
stick.
wait. Why is there butter in meatballs?
It's no. It's not in the meatball. He's taking pieces of the butter and eating the butter,
Oh,
and then he's eating the meat. Like, this is healthy. This is the whole diet. I think it's keto.
it's probably keto, yeah.
But dude, when I see that, I'm like, you're doing something. There's got to be something wrong with something. Some kind of cholesterol or fatty material is forming in your heart. It has to be.
No, that can't.
You
be
have
good.
to be clogging arteries,
It can't be good at all.
dude. It's butter.
I mean, there's like the Jordan Peterson and his daughter. They do carnivore like every day.
Carnivore, I don't think is the same as the butter thing, though.
I mean, that's some crazy shit. I don't know.
That's wild.
I think
I saw that.
I was just looking into like dieting stuff today because I was thinking about doing fasting again. I started it today actually, but you know what I did that's so dumb.
You like fasting?
No, I hate it, but
Okay,
I feel
okay.
like I want to try it because I feel like right now I'm doing this thing where I'm losing weight but getting muscle, so I'm not really
Yeah.
losing like number weight,
Right.
in a way. It's like
Right.
slowly going down. It's not like a pound a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Your shoulders are huge.
I mean, your boys.
Look at your shoulders in this frame. Look at my shoulders compared to your shoulders right now.
Your boy did
Jeez.
chest today. Just went in. Oh, I got-
Goodness.
ow. But what's it called? I forgot what I was saying. No, I was
You're
doing.
talking about diet.
Yeah, I'm
Diets.
trying to. I'm gonna see if that helps. Like
Do it,
closing
do it.
in, getting into that like training, like getting a routine for my body. You know what I mean?
Well, you were talking about how bodybuilding is different from strength training, which is different from I don't know.
Bodybuilding and weightlifting.
weightlifting.
It's all different.
It's all different. What's your goal right now?
I think I wanna. It's like a mix of. I think a mix of bodybuilding
Mhm.
and I kind of want to just bodybuild. But
Wanna
that's like
bodybuild?
that's very aesthetic though.
Yeah. Mhm.
Which I don't know.
Bodybuild is
Maybe-
like when you're leaned out, but you have muscle.
yeah. Well,
Like
I
you're
would-
shaping your
you're
muscle.
shredded, but you have all muscle.
Yeah. It's like fine detail.
Yeah,
And weightlifting
Maybe.
is just power.
definitely not like all the way. Like I'm not going that deep. Do you
Why
know,
not? Let's
Do you
get
know
you in
what
a
those people
contest,
go
bro.
through?
Dude, how cool would it be to get you in a contest?
Do you know what those people go through? It's terrible.
Dude, what if in 2 years you're in a bodybuilding contest all like tanned out, like with that crazy dark tanner?
Just doing
Oil
blackface.
Yeah, dude, essentially.
Ugh.
What if in 2 years you're doing that?
I mean, it's possible.
Dude, that would be so sick. I'd do my I'd be a boxing in my fight and you'd be bodybuilding competition.
Should that be our thing?
Dude.
That's all, dude. That's so much, though. Oh my god, those people go through actual hell. Like it's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. I know a few of them.
Really?
But it's also dangerous.
Yeah.
A lot of
It's
dudes.
really like
Yeah.
you end up like really like malnourishing, I think.
You got to be on some shit too.
Yeah. You don't have, I
Well,
mean,
you're gonna
for the
lose.
most
You're
part,
gonna
you
lose.
have to be on something. Yeah.
You're gonna lose if you don't. You're not on
Yeah.
anything. What's the good statistics?
I watched the dude. He has a gym in Cali called Barbell Brigade, and
Okay.
he's always been this like fitness like YouTuber comedian guy, and he ended up like going into being like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a year, I'm gonna do it, go
Uh-huh.
to like a show, and he did it, and he was on the stage and doing all the shit,
See?
and
I
it's
knew
possible.
one of my father's friends. He was in his late 50s at the time,
Yeah.
or early 60s, and he just set his mind to it. I'm going to be a bodybuilder. I'm going to go into a competition. I want to go into a competition. It was like a bucket list thing for him, and he did it.
I find myself more like trying to think of like, dude, I kind of want to do some like bucket list type things. Start
Hmm.
implementing that in my life.
Yeah,
Because honestly, I look at like some people and some families that are, like families that are just like fit, like the old people in it are like
yeah,
they do marathons and like triathlons and all that. It's
yeah.
like, dude, I was like, I think that's good, like to be able to
Incredible.
do,
Yeah.
And there's something about like accomplishing even like the Spartan race or that kind of stuff. I
Mhm.
feel like that's cool for people to be able to like strive for something,
Yeah, for sure.
because
It keeps you
that's
going.
definitely a good thing too for. I think it's people that are trying to lose weight, and like if you don't give yourself like a event kind of thing like that, it seems like a lot of the time we need that as like a motivation,
Yeah,
you
dude.
know. Like you could, I mean, there are I think there's people that are different that can just like, you know, every day just be like, all right, I'm a computer and this much comes in, this much comes out, and this is it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it every day for 2 years.
Yeah,
But like a lot of people aren't like that, you know,
yeah,
people like me that like need a cookie, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, bro.
it's not viable,
I know. I feel the
But
same way, man.
I feel like if I do like a 5K, and then I move up
Yeah,
to half marathon, and then like, or maybe like 10K instead. Like move up somehow, try to
yeah,
have these accomplishments like physically,
yeah, yeah.
I think it's smart,
I
in
would do a
life.
5K with you.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
much is a 5K?
I don't know. Good question.
What is a 5K? 3.1 miles? That's nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can do
Huh.
that now.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right. When are we signing up?
I don't know. Which one?
The Amalfi Coast. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Our first one, we have to fly out to the
We
fucking Amalfi
gained 50 pounds while we're there.
Coast. Yeah, bro. I would love that. I never did one, but I would love to.
I'm down, dude.
Let's do it. Let's check that off the list.
Hell yeah. And we can we could vlog it, dude.
Yeah, dude. I'd do it.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna write that down actually.
Yeah. That's a good idea for the pod. I want to say real quick, thanks guys for riding with us still. Doing this pod for 4 years.
I appreciate that.
It's pretty cool. Just want to say, if you're listening, that that means a lot to me. That means a lot to Mike, and it's an unbelievable thing that anyone listens to our voices
Yes.
in these conversations at all. I find that remarkable, bro.
It is remarkable.
Isn't that crazy?
It really is.
Someone's like tuning in to listen to you talk to your
Yeah.
friend,
It's cool.
and somehow they get something out of it, and I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'll never
Or-
understand that,
Or get nothing out of it, dude.
or nothing.
Think about all the things you watch that you get nothing out of.
Yeah, yes, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
maybe
Maybe
real, dude. If they chose us, like, they could be getting nothing, dude. Well, that's all right.
That's true. That's
Because
true.
we do it every day.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
me that brings me to a question I want to ask.
Oh, go ahead.
I was thinking about a lot about I think we live in a time, right, of like we live in a society, right?
Mhm.
Of there's a lot of like I feel like every single aspect of technology, life, society, is like everything's in surplus. You know, like there's a lot of everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of, I don't know, there's a lot of TV shows. There's a lot of actors. There's a lot of, you know, I don't know, name it. You know what I mean?
I should quit? You're saying I should quit acting?
No. Yeah, they're all better, dude. This is, I'm bringing it up. It's time to say it's over. But I was going to ask you if you think that it's better for there to be more people that are like passionate and like curious about, you know, just life and different things. Or is it, you know, a little bit detrimental?
Great question. Great question. It's like a bit of both. It would be my answer. I don't know. I love when someone is a small group finds a thing that they love.
Yeah.
And they just are obsessed with it. And no one understands quite like they do how much that means to them, this thing. Like you found that group with the records and the chess.
Yeah.
Dead Wax Society or whatever.
Dead Wax Chess Club, dude. Shout out.
Dead Wax Chess Club. We should sponsor them.
Hell yeah.
They are so cool to me because, like, if you're I just love when people are just passionate. It could be about microphones, about technology in your cell phone, about pens. Some people love pen. I met my friend's wife. Loves collecting pens. Loves collecting pens. And it's just for her. She doesn't show them off. She doesn't take pictures. It's just for her.
Oh, that's awesome.
She loves pens. I don't know how big that group is, but apparently there's a big enough group because there's an online presence where people sell pens that people collect. So I think that it's just super cool when there's a small group, but I think it's also really cool if like everybody loved pens. It would be like pretty exciting.
Yeah.
You know, like you bring more eyes to pens, you bring more excitement, more conversations. It would, you know, I know it'd make more buzz around the pen and the construction of the pen and the sales of the pen and
the pen community.
Man. I don't know. It's a great question. I don't know.
Yeah, but I guess I see where the negative maybe comes for you too. Is maybe it's funny because I feel like the thing that is good becomes what's bad in a way.
Good point.
You know, because it becomes people are curious, but then the intention can stray. You know, I could be curious for the pen community and be like, "Oh, y'all love these pens, huh?" And then I could make a pen that's like this other pen, but it cost me 2 cents to make, and I'm charging $10. Right. You know what I mean? And then I'm ruining the pen game. So everyone's just. And then everyone starts calling those people fakes, and then there's all this negative energy in there, and then people say, "No, this thing's actually pretty good," you know. And then there's like this weird this fake thing that's for something good that's actually bad, and then it all just goes up in flames, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like that happens in like every, I think, you know, kind of little subculture. You know?
It's like a bubble and then a pop.
Yeah, I think it is.
So it's nice to protect those things. Like it's nice to have a hidden treasure.
Yeah.
It's nice to have things not discovered by everybody.
Yeah. And
because it preserves
even the way we talk about film and stuff. It's like we always talk about, you know, if you are doing it because you love it or you want to create something, you know, that means something to you, you know, like if there is a right way of doing it, I think that's a right like idea, you know. If you're ever questioning, you know, why you're doing something, you know, I think it's a good thing to think about is if you know, do you have something you want to create for? Do you love it? Do you cherish it? Do you want to share something? It's just tough.
I like that word, cherish. I like that. Write that down.
That is a good word.
What do you cherish?
I cherish you, Dave.
Oh.
I cherish the podcast, the viewers, the Patreon subscriptions.
The dollar bill, the American dollar bill. Bro, I heard this thing I wanted to tell you, and I wanted to get your thoughts on it. It was this someone was talking about interviewing Mike Tyson
Oh.
and describing how he's asking Mike Tyson about his insecurities, right? And Mike Tyson, you've heard a lot of the pod. Like, I'm obsessed with Mike Tyson. To me, he's like a very. Lena told me before. This is like sad, but she was like, you kind of empathize with, or it wasn't Lena, it was my mother. I have my mother on the phone. She goes, you can empathize with like a lot of people. Like you have a little too much. Like you could give like Charles Manson like a pass. You know what I mean? Like you'd be like, he's not so bad. You just spend a little time with him. Like he's okay. And I was like, damn. Like, is that really true? I don't think that's true. But
I don't think that's true either.
Mike Tyson's like a flawed dude. Mike Tyson had a huge ego. He like came from a really rough neighborhood. Yeah. A lot of bad shit was done to him in his past. He was molested. He was beat up, bad, bullied. Like saw his mother get abused in a lot of ways. And he grew up in this environment where he thought he was garbage. And then he was on the street trying to be a part of the community. He was like in the streets doing bad stuff, got thrown in juvie, got into boxing through that system. Found a trainer who said, you could be amazing. You're beautiful. You're incredible. You're going to be the champion of the world.
That's the motto.
So all the things of his past didn't get healed. It just got turned into motivators to like push him through this thing. And the love he was getting from this like incredible trainer. And anyway, he was asking him about insecurity. And he said, Mike, you're so famous, man. You're the baddest man on the planet, But everywhere you go, somebody knows you. And I'm sure not everywhere you go, people are always kind, right? Sometimes people say things that are mean to you or try to upset you and get under your skin, for a click or for a video or whatever. And he says, how does that make you feel if people think bad about you, if people make fun of you? And he's so vulnerable in his response. He said it like shook him because Mike said, he goes, when I'm walking around and I'm thinking I'm the baddest man on the planet, I'm a world conqueror, I'm a man beater. He goes, and I hear people talk about me that way, it hurts me deeply. It hurts me so deeply. And he goes, but then if I remind myself that I'm nothing, that I'm just a human, right? Just like everybody else, and it doesn't hurt so bad. It takes the sting off, I can laugh at that because I'm flawed. I'm not perfect. I'm not a god. I'm not a world beater. I'm not a conqueror. And instead of that, I'm just a human being who got good at boxing and won some fights, and that's all I was. But I'm a lot more than that, and I'm a human being. I just found it interesting because, and I want to get your take on it, but he's talking about, I think, being humble. He's talking about humbling himself. Like the process in his mind. He's saying, I do this thing where I walk around as like Mike Tyson, Iron Mike. Yeah. I can knock you out. I did beat Riddick Bowe. I did win the heavyweight championship of the world. People know me all over the world. He does walk around like that. And then he does this conversion thing in his mind, like a frame shift, where he says to himself, wait a second, I'm nothing. I am nothing. All that stuff doesn't mean anything. And I'm just another human being on this little green blue planet spinning through the universe. Like, so these things that people are saying to me doesn't hurt as bad. Doesn't hurt. I can see they're human too. And I'm not, who am I to be? I'm not better than them. So it was like a twisted, but pretty poetic and effective, like frame shift.
Yeah.
To humble himself.
Yeah.
The ego can be so crazy. So I was just thinking, like, 100%. Does your ego ever get to you in life? Do you ever feel like sometimes your ego's like, kind of the shit, Mike, aren't you?
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
No, never.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to. Maybe sometimes I do that to. There's an example today. I was at the gym, and there's this dude. That's. I mean, he's a skinny dude, super
Right.
skinny.
Right.
And I'm kind of like, I was waiting for a bench machine, like a Smith
Uh-huh.
machine, right? Because I gotta do a couple of exercises.
Yeah.
And there's these two like younger kids. It's like two kids on one machine and then one young kid on the other machine. And it's like
Hmm.
this kid like keeps looking at himself in the mirror and like he's like checking. He's literally like a toothpick, and he's flexing every
Like
time he does a set, and every time and I'm like, bro, like,
feeling.
and he's like laying down, sitting, and I'm like, yo, how many sets you got? Like, and I'm waiting, and I ask every 2 seconds because that's my game. And he sits like laying down on his phone in between sets for like longer than a minute, and I'm like, bro, like,
Come on.
and then like he finally leaves, and I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, and I start like texting my brother. I'm like, yo, this kid, some of these skinny kids got to stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they gotta figure it out. And every time he's on the bench, like the Smith machine, and he's like convulsing to like get it up, and he's like throwing it, like just not good. So I think maybe could be a little example of like, I could be the better man,
Uh-huh.
and not think
Uh-huh.
lowly of these skinny boys.
Because in that situation, it's
Yeah,
like
because
you're better than
I'm
skinny.
like, oh, like you don't even know how to do that shit. Like,
Right.
it's 2023 and you can't bench, and you're looking at every single muscle you have, aka
Yeah.
skin and bone.
Yeah.
So that could be a little bit of the ego there.
I hear you. I
You
hear
know?
you. So, but what you do in that situation, I think the side effect, like the
Yeah,
thing you're not thinking about, you're not even thinking about putting yourself like in a higher category than this
Yeah.
guy. You're just doing it. And then the side effect of that becomes like you're setting yourself up for this situation where like you've inflated your ego a little bit.
yeah,
When someone goes to puncture it, it's gonna hurt more. More air is gonna come out.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's a thing. Like that's the thing when you're not thinking of. There's a cool way. Like I shifted like to. Oh, when I was thinking about just becoming the best actor of all time, and I was like, that's all. Like I got to do that, and then now my life's gonna be great. I was just inflating my ego balloon for years, and then like, COVID was just like bye, and no one cares, bro. Like
Yeah,
the air that came out of that balloon was huge,
yeah.
and it's interesting. I think the things you do that you don't even think about every day that may be setting you up over here where you're not looking for like
Yeah.
pain later. You know?
Yeah, I can't even imagine then being Mike Tyson and having just existing causes you to have ego,
Come on, come on.
which is scary.
Yeah, bro.
That's why I hope I never get successful.
Yeah, it's dangerous. It's dangerous.
Yeah. That's a thought, bro. It's a thought
Yeah.
that I have putting things out, and that could be why I haven't put stuff out for a long time.
You know what it's interesting. What is success to you? What does it look like to you? When are you successful?
I think success is kind of temporary.
Okay, it can't hold it.
I think it's like temporary things, like changes. It's not just one thing. It's multiple instances in your life, like throughout your whole life.
Okay.
There's something. I think we're always chasing something. We're always. I think living like survival is like always being alert and like looking around and trying to figure things out and assessing the situation and what do I got to do next and what do I got to do.
Mhm.
And I think every day we like wake up a little different.
Yeah.
And some days we realize we don't want to do things that we thought we were going to do forever, and I don't know. I think it's a very like situational thing that changes every day.
Mhm. I like that. I can see what you mean.
Yeah.
I like that definition.
I feel like that sets me up for less ego like destructions. You know?
I can see that.
Yeah, because
I like how it's like throughout your life you'll be
yeah,
successful and then there'll be pockets of no success and you can't keep it always. It's like it'll fall.
yeah,
I kind of like that. Yeah.
yeah, and like I don't know. Sometimes when I talk like that, I feel like it makes me feel like I'd be happy with a house. I'd be happy with a lot of things, right?
That's what I thought.
I'd
Like
be
that was where
happy.
my mind went.
Yeah, I'd be happy
My
with
mind
so
went. If
many
I
things.
could
I
have,
can name a million
yeah,
things
yeah,
that
yeah,
would make
yeah,
me
yeah,
happy, but like
yeah.
I know something else would come up, right?
I
After
know.
that.
I know. The cheesy answer is like the cheesy but true answer is like you are successful. Like you're successful, but if you don't see it in your own
I'm
eyes,
a
then like
fucking failure.
no. I know, dude. I know, bro. I
Being sick in a bed for a week alone
oh,
is failure.
it makes you feel that way. I just had a meltdown today, bro. I just had a straight up
Really?
meltdown. Yeah,
What happened?
just almost cried on the phone, just being like talking to my wife,
Oh
just saying
no.
I just feel like stuck. I feel like
Mm,
I'm not progressing day to
mm,
day, like in anything. And then
mm,
I was kind of praying for like just 2 months of like a normal life. Like after everything went down, I just like
mm.
just give me normalcy for
What
like
does that
two
mean
months.
though?
Normalcy to me is like no illnesses, no deaths in the family, no friends
Okay, yeah.
needing nothing, just
Okay.
like peace.
That makes
Just go to
sense.
work on what you want to work on. Nothing is going to go wrong for 2 months. No big things. No, shut it down kind of things. And I got sick, and I was like, I threw my hands up like a little kid, like, whoa, what the hell? And now I feel like I got a moment of weakness, and I just feel stuck.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because it's like I'm not stuck. I'm
Yeah.
just resting.
And you're still recovering, bro, from a lot.
Yeah, but
You
it's
know?
interesting. Like, what if it's just your body needs to slow down and like
But also what if that's just it never stops? But isn't that kind of what life is in a way?
it is, man. I'm silly for asking for that
You know?
because there's no
Yeah,
normal.
it's kind of like it's like why can't it be normal?
Yeah, yeah,
For maybe that why can't it be normal for an hour? We should ask for that
yeah,
first instead of for
yeah,
two
man.
months. You know?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro.
Because then that sets you up for like, okay, if it's not normal, then it's even worse than before.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know? And we're never
yeah,
going up. We're always gonna go down.
yeah. Right.
Yeah. We gotta find a way to look up
Yeah,
for
bro.
the upward trend.
You have to.
Yeah.
Half the battle is how you see the thing, how you perceive it.
Yeah.
And I was just perceiving it
Mm.
like I don't know. Like I was set up for the worst life today. Like everything is wrong, which is so dramatic and not true. But moment of weakness, dude. Moment of
Man,
weakness. What would you say?
happy you acknowledge it, dude.
Thanks, man. Thanks
That's
for hearing
good.
me as a friend. I appreciate it. Thank you for that.
Of course.
Reminding me that there's no such thing as normal and how silly that is. It is silly. That's a silly thing to say. Um, if someone was in our shoes, let's say, but they don't have anyone to talk to about it. Let's say someone is going through what I just went through. I lost somebody close to me, or something you went through recently, and like you're so down, you're so like beaten down. You don't want to go forward anymore. That person's like laying in their bed, lights off, contemplating like why tomorrow. Like what's the point of it? I'm done with it. I'm sick of it. Like if they were in the room with you, like how would you even communicate? Like what would be the things you'd try to bring up, or would you say anything? I just wonder how
That's hard, bro.
you would.
I think
Yeah.
the right thing. This is hard, dude. Because I'm gonna say what I in my mind. I wouldn't say this to the person maybe because this might be too much.
Mhm.
I think the answer for our like problems that we have is never like an answerable thing. Like our problems don't have answers. we have to make our own answers.
Mm.
Right? Which I feel like we have to, like, we can learn about things. We can try to figure out why, or like what I do sometimes when I have like an issue I don't want to go to anyone with, or I don't think like there's, I honestly, I feel like the internet is such a good thing for that. I feel like there's so many like people go on Reddit and put up all their stories, dude. There could be someone that has I saw so many people with similar stories as me in certain aspects and like situations, or I went through a similar thing, or something I'm going through, someone went through it already and they're 10 years past it and they've changed, their thoughts about it have changed over forever.
Yeah.
I think just opening your mind, like opening up a little bit and like trying to learn about, problems, I think is a good start, to explore, because that makes you feel like you're not alone, right? There's other people going through this thing.
Yeah.
You could maybe find some sort of, like, I ended up going through one thing and finding like these like this dude on YouTube, his name is Healthy Gamer GG. He's basically this, like, he's a licensed, like a clinic, like I think a psychiatrist or something, like actually like licensed, like whatever. I don't know what the words are for that. He's like a practicing psychologist or whatever. But he like does like a YouTube thing where he goes for like just like online figures and like streamers, and he does like talks with them for like an hour, and like he like it's honestly like therapy session. He like brings out people, like emotions out of people, like crying. Like I think he sets it up, but like he doesn't offer it as like, mental like therapy, like advice. Like this isn't gonna solve your problems. You have to actually work on, like go to a therapist, figure it out, like do all these things.
Right.
But he does these like solo videos that are like, it's stuff I feel every day. It's like why you feel like you're stagnant, why you feel like you can't go on anymore, why you feel like why you feel like you're socially awkward. It's like these questions I like ask myself.
Yeah.
But like I don't want to like come up with like an answer for it. Be like, yes, I am. Yeah. I am this. I'm not this. It's like he always puts like why you feel like you're this. You know? And then you start learning about psychology around everything, and like why people get into these things, and what helps people, and I don't know, like I feel like that helps me in a lot of ways to, I don't know, like formulate how I want to live life. I think there's resources out there to help. Now I don't know if that's the best advice, because I feel like there's a lot of bad shit out there too, right? Because like nothing's gonna stop someone from telling you to kill yourself, right. on the internet. But I feel like if you look in the right areas, you can learn a lot. I think learning is the key to finding out your own answer.
Yeah, I think that's solid advice, man. I think that's solid advice, because that's real. Yeah, that's real.
I really think, like, dude, like a lot of problems, like no one can really, like, if someone has an issue, like a debilitating issue, you can't change them. No one can really change you.
Nope.
Nope. It has to come from yourself.
Yep.
And that's the hardest part.
You can't.
It's like, what does that mean? Because then you can start deducing, like, why, like, what's the little thing, like, what's the moment that made you feel like this, and like it's causing you to want to do this thing, right? But sometimes we don't want to even get there, dude. Sometimes we're all the way over here, and that little thing is here,
Yeah.
And that's like years of actually wanting to figure out why. And that's the hardest part. But once you start learning, I feel like it starts inching you closer, to the problem. And then you can be like, am I going to deal with this shit yet? Or am I going to keep doing this and revert back?
Right. Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree. It just, I think it's cool that it's become like a conversation. It's cool that, like, I don't know, more recently, like, this stuff is way more normal than it was 10 years ago, great. 20 years ago. But, yeah, man, I was thinking about it because it's like, that's happening today. There's a lot of people that don't even know that they have an issue. Yeah. And they just feel like this is, maybe I just don't want to live, and it's not a bad thing. It just is what it is. And I think that, like, that mental illness can be not cured, but can be helped by, like, this kind of shit. Just talking about it, just so someone can, like, like you just said, find something online where someone's like discussing that they're going through it. I don't feel alone anymore. You know, like the second I know someone's gone through a thing I've gone through, or like I have a fear and like I know someone else has had the same fear and like dealt with it, or like even just feels it. It makes me feel less alone. Therefore, like makes me feel more connected to others, which makes me want to. I just have a sliver of more hope than I had before. That I'm like useless, alone, and I don't need to exist here. So, I don't know why I was thinking about that, but I thought about that. Like, who could be listening right now, and then if someone's struggling. But that's good advice, man. I think that's some great advice, dude.
Thank you, man.
Come a long way, bro.
We have
4 years. What are you grateful for before we go?
I'm grateful for health.
Love it.
I'm grateful for when I'm healthy.
I love it.
It's a rough time.
You
think about it, bro. Think about when if 20 years pass and I'm like all obese and fat, and I get sick, and I can never get back.
You're like, I didn't want to call you, but I can't get out of the house.
I can't roll out. Can you roll me out?
I can't roll out. Roll out. You're like you're a transformer.
Dude. I'm grateful for my health, dude. What about you?
Bro. No, it's good. It's good. I'm telling you, bro. So good you're starting now.
Yeah.
It just, we have to stick with this forever until we can't.
Yeah.
Because we're going to kick ourselves, like you said, at 50.
Yeah.
What am I grateful for right now, bro? Grateful for this podcast. It's cheesy, but I am. That's truly what I'm grateful for in this moment. I did a quick highlight reel in my head, just like a quick, those were the days, like beautiful little playback. It's just cool, man. I don't want to take it for granted. I want to stop and give it its roses. It's just beautiful that I can just chat with a fucking best friend of mine for an hour.
Same here.
And it's like work, but it's like fun.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Like therapy, it's chill time, it's friend time, thoughtful time, thoughtfulness, awareness, present exercise, hopefully service for others. It's just fucking awesome.
I agree, man.
So I'm grateful for it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I got a little clip we can go out on.
Oh, okay.
I found a cool little thing. It's Paul Thomas Anderson.
Ooh.
Talking about just film making.
Love film? Love making it?
Like making film, starting out, going to film school.
Okay.
I'm going to send you it on Instagram. We'll press play at the same time.
Okay, got you. Send it over.
I just sent it on the old Instagrams.
Got it.
3, 2.
Wait.
3,
okay.
2, 1.
You know, my film education really came from watching other movies. There's a scary mentality, I think, in film schools. Small sort of viewing. Something that's really terrifying. I walked into a film class that was about screenwriting, and this guy, the opening line was, "If you're here to write Terminator 2, just leave now." And I thought, well, that's terrible. There could be a kid in the corner there that wants to write Terminator 2. That's his vision. That's his movie. That's what he likes. Let him do it, you know. And the mentality of film schools is we'll start out with, Potemkin. First day in class, here's Potemkin. Every kid in the class is going to just fall down. What do you do? It's like they should do it backwards. Start with Terminator 2 and work backwards and sort of and ease into this and sort of trace the heritage. Trace it back. Watch a Scorsese movie, which everyone sort of loves, and the class is very excited by, and trace back and go, okay. Here's who he was riffing off of. Here's these patterns that he has kind of built upon. Study it that way. What do good filmmakers have? Just a persistence of vision. They all have kept their attitudes, Yeah. It doesn't seem like any of them are lazy. They just don't stop. I mean, there's something about, I think, all four of them that is the biggest trick, I think, is that they're incredibly selfish filmmakers, in the best possible way. They're really making themselves happy first. And it's just wonderful that it happens to also communicate to all of us and make it enjoyable to all of us. You know?
Wow.
So don't stop, Dave.
Don't stop.
Stop.
Wayward Kin 2024 coming soon.
Oh, I love it.
Coming soon. I had an idea for a film while I was sick.
Oh, damn. That's what I like to hear.
I don't know if it's a short, if it's a feature. I don't know nothing. I got the title, I got the idea, and it's just exciting.
Mikey's the sidekick?
Like we gotta
podcast episodes.
We gotta see what's your talent fee. We gotta get into the numbers.
I am $1 million.
It's not gonna work on this one, but we'll circle back.
Shit. I'll take a Twinkie, dude.
Let's get you in an acting role. Let's get you going.
Dude, I think I could knock it out the park.
The next thing I do, you want to do?
I'll knock it out the park. See?
Oh. Whoa. Are you from Boston, dude?
I don't know.
I didn't know this whole time.
What are you from? That's acting, am I right?
You did good, man. Hey.
All right, episode 242.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. We love you so much. Don't forget about our partner, Anytown Actors Lab. Best acting teaching. Get on there. Free online consultation. Go on their TikTok. Follow them. And go learn. Because that'll make you better. And then we win. Patreon. Best way to support us. Throw us a bone. If you love us, we love you. Give back. And we'll give back right back at you even harder. Twitch.tv/YourHerePodcast. We're live and we're twitching and we're live and we're playing games and we're reacting and we're there after the podcast. You can see us. Go have dinner with us. Have a snack. Say hi. Twitch.tv/YourHerePodcast. Mine is Mike. I love you and I'm signing out.
My name is Dave. I love y'all. Please be kind to yourselves and please be kind to one another.
Peace. Okay, now I gotta really do it. Dave, you have to. Don't look behind you.
We're good. Yes!